Super duper. Okay, and
All right, thank you. So I wanted to do this because I wanted to get to know each one of you, because I know that you came here for a reason, and that is to know more about social media marketing. So can I have someone introduce themselves first? So we have name, how long have you been a VA, your current niche or industry you're serving, and just wanted to get to just say at least a one sentence of what is your expectation from this webinar. Would that be okay? Hello.
absolutely. Maybe
All
we
right.
can
Thank
have
you.
our
Yeah.
first the first one who got in our webinar Zoom link. Vianney, are you there? Would you love to start it off? Let's go.
Guys. Good morning.
Good morning, Vianney.
I'm Yanni, a VA with my client assistant.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Not that well. Can you start again from your name and how long have you been a VA?
So, my name is Yanni, and I've been a VA here essentially for almost a year now. And my I'm in the real estate industry. My
Mm-hmm.
clients are in real estate, and I think my expectation seven is I could get like very valuable information because my client wanted to get things from especially on her Instagram. So that's why I wanted to join.
Awesome. Thank you, Vianney, for that introduction. Can I call someone next? Can we have Marel?
Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can now.
Okay. So how long have I been a BA? So almost 3 years. And then my current niche is real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And then what is your my expectation to this webinar is to learn the current trends in social media and maybe how to grow the social media of our clients.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Marel.
You.
Next we have Leah. Leah, are you there?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm actually with on my meeting with my client as well.
We can skip, you know.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. No worries. How about Desi? Hi,
Oh,
Desi.
yeah, sorry. Hi, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, my name is Desi. I'm currently with real estate niche. Been an experienced VA for 4 years. Been with assistantly for a year, to be exact, last October 3rd. Um, well, I expect to gain additional knowledge and the skills when it comes to boosting the social media presence of um you know the client moving forward. But I'm not like handing any social media account right now with the client. But they're open for me to
Mm,
explore.
awesome. Nice,
Thank
actually.
you.
Uh, can we have Dawn next?
Hi, everyone. So yeah,
Hi.
my name is Dawn. I've been a VA for I think 6 years now. I'm currently in tech industry. I'm a QA right now. And then my expectation from this webinar, I just wanted to learn something new.
Mhm. That's nice. Thank you. No, thank you, Dawn. Who else? We have Novel.
Hi guys. Oh,
Hi,
sorry. So I've been already like 2.5 years being a VA, and my current niche is real estate,
Mhm.
graphic designer, and my expectation is to upgrade my skills on social media management. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you, Novelle. I think this is last. Can we have Nikki next for the last?
Hi everyone. I've been in the industry for about probably 6 years now. My niche is with HR and recruitment. What I
Mhm.
wanted to learn from this webinar, just wanted to learn something new and learn how to maximize utilization of social media in recruitment as well as in HR management.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Nikki. Well,
You.
I really appreciate all of you introducing yourself, and I know that we all have the same reason for joining this webinar, and that is to upskill. So I had the opportunity of firm assistantly sharing my knowledge and experience with social media marketing. And actually, right now, I'm also upskilling because this will be the first time that I'll be doing a training. And I hope you can bear with me, please. So, our topic for today is social media marketing 101. So, this is very important right now because we have to learn all of the basics, right? And what we're going to be sharing today is all about the basics. We're not going to deep dive on all the critical things of social media because that would be for the upcoming webinar. But right now, what we're going to focus on is how you can learn more about social media and how you can utilize it for your client's business. S- So, we're going to start. I'll be introducing myself first, just a brief background. My name is Anne, and I've been doing social media manager for more than 3 years. Actually, I think it's around 4 years now. And I started as a real estate social media manager at Assistantly last October 2022. Actually, I have been sharing, I really wanted to share my experience here with Assistantly on how my journey is here because it was a mix of emotion. It was really a roller coaster because I started with having one client and to having none. But at the end of it, I have thought of it was worthwhile. And Kate has been a witness to that. And I'm so glad that she has been supporting me throughout my journey here on Assistantly. And I also became a marketing coordinator under Joyce. So if you know Joyce, Joyce is the the guru of our marketing. If you saw all of our social media platforms in Assistantly, Joyce has been the one who's doing that. And I'm also helping her right now. I have the position here at Assistantly of being a digital marketer since August. So what we'll be learning today is just about mastering social media basics. And I'll be sharing you some tools, strategies, and ROI measurement as well that we can start when you try to, pursue this journey, this social media journey. And of course, the most important thing about being a social media manager is to stay relevant and up to date. So, guys, if you do have questions, feel free to put it in the chat box and we can answer it. So, this next slide is really all about how social media affects us. It may be with the business or it may be on our personal side, but I'll give you examples on how social media affects us right now. So who is guilty of this? when you tell yourself you're just going to check social media for 5 minutes. I am really guilty of this because I tell myself when I really wanted to, um, yeah, I tell myself, just for 5 minutes, I wanted to change my routine, get up early in the morning the next day, but I stay too much in social media. And this one next. Wait a minute, I need to post this. So the even though this is actually exaggerated, right? But we have witnessed a lot of posts that, you know, some are in danger already, but they really need to post it. I've seen a lot of it in Facebook, and it's really how social media's impact on us. And oh my gosh, I have done this a lot of times that I wanted to take a break from social media, but yeah, it did not happen. I can't. So why I have shown you that slides or that memes, this is because I wanted to show you the impact of social media is on us for everyone. May it be like you're just scrolling through Facebook, through the social media platforms. And this data shows, um, according to Capios, the analysis for October, just this month, that there are 4.9 billion social media users around the world, equating to 61.4% of the total global population. So that's a lot. I actually have research about it while I was doing this presentation, and I found out that last April 2023, it was just around 3 billion, but now it jumped high to 4.95 this month, and 215 million new users have come online within the last 12 months. So that equates to annualized growth of 4.5% at an average rate of 6.8 new users every single second. And as you can see, why this data shows is because we wanted to take advantage of how the people are using social media every day and how we can convert that into making our helping our clients business through the use of social media. And I'm going to show you this stats as well, which is the world's most used social platforms. As everyone have been using, Facebook is still the number one. And next would be YouTube at 2,491. WhatsApp, Instagram, WeChat, TikTok, and such. So these are just the statistics that you may want to remember when you become a social media manager, because every platform is different, right? And every platform has its unique characteristics. So later on, I'll be showing you what is the possible platforms that you can use in helping your client's business in social media. So guys, why do you think social media matters for a business? I'm sure I shared a lot of that information a while ago, but on your personal um opinion, why do you think social media matters for a business? Hi. Yes, exposure and reach. That's right. Okay, so that's actually right, Madeline. We need to have exposure and reach, especially when your client wants to have a business. So social media is being used nowadays. And these are the four like categories that social media matters for a business. And this is because we wanted to spread awareness of the brand. We wanted to share the business and have its own presence in social media, right? And social media provides a platform for businesses to showcase their brand and reach a global audience. So, for example, if you have seen Coca-Cola, diba, Coca-Cola uses platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. They really maximize the social media platforms to maintain their brand visibility, and they continually engage with millions of customers worldwide. Next would be customer engagement. So this is very important for a brand, especially for a business who provides products service based. An example of this is, have you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have been using TikTok nowadays, and TikTok also has its option to check out like items similar to Shopee and Lazada. And what if you have been inquiring about something like a product and no one is answering you? So that would really affect a business because it doesn't create a relationship with the customer and the business. So this is a must for every business, is to have an engagement, and businesses needs to be directly connected with customers to respond to inquiries and build relationships, as I said. So this is, for instance, I'm going to use Starbucks on how they use Twitter and Instagram and also Facebook to interact with customers. They provide questions they answer questions and even create personalized experience, right? And next is about marketing and promotion. So social media is really a cost-effective marketing tool. And an example of this is Etsy. So what Etsy does is they utilize Pinterest. If they wanted to sell something, if the sellers wanted to sell something, they utilize Pinterest to make them go to Etsy. And they use social media to really make sure to promote the visuals, their products, and also the business. And of course, the most important thing is competitive edge. So we have to be, or we have to really keep on trend and keep up with our competitors. If we can, we need to make sure that we are the number one as much as possible on how we can help our clients being a social media manager. And I shared with you that because we have to know our platforms on how we can use each platforms. As I've said, I will share with you the uses of each platforms for social media and how really we can help our clients build their brand on each platform. So this is just a summary of how social media is explained. So with Twitter, I am eating a hashtag donut. With Facebook, I like donuts. Foursquare, I think this is already outdated, but this is where I eat donuts. Instagram, here's a vintage photo of my donut. YouTube, here I am eating a donut. LinkedIn, my skills include donut eating. And Pinterest, here's a donut recipe. So that's just a summary of how social media platforms are used, but I'll be providing you a summary as well here on how this can be useful for you when you become a social media manager, and of course, um, help your clients along the way. So you can take a screenshot of this and you can save it for future use. But yeah, Facebook, we have been using, I'm sure a lot of us or everybody is using Facebook. So this is an all-in-one social network for connecting with friends and family, sharing updates and discovering content. With its audience, it's used by a broad demographic, making it suitable for businesses targeting a wide audience. So this is very helpful for businesses who don't have like a specific target audience, that they can just provide their or share their content on Facebook and it may target a lot of reach. With Instagram, this is ideal for showcasing products, lifestyle, and artistic content. And this is predominantly popular among younger users, especially with millennials and Gen Z. So I'm sure a lot of the Gen Z and millennials have used this. I just to share, I did have a client before, and she is a fitness coach. She targets women around her age, so around 30ish, and she really focuses on Instagram marketing. That is why she garnered a lot of followers in Instagram, and that's where she wanted to focus on. So we have been sending DMs and also utilize LinkedIn as well for connecting, targeting like clients. And next is X, or formerly known as Twitter and Threads. So as we all know, Twitter and Threads have specific characters only or limited characters in sharing content. So it's just about real-time updates and conversations. This is very great for news, trends, and quick engagement. So this is very popular for journalists, professionals, and those seeking timely information. And of course, LinkedIn. I have just started LinkedIn, just to share. Last August, since I started working for Assistantly, because I remember, I think it was in our virtual meeting that Leith specifically shared about how LinkedIn can be useful for all of us. And that's where I started utilizing my LinkedIn. And right now I have um, connected with over 700. Um, Actually, most of them are applicants that we are targeting for our assistantly careers. So if you guys haven't followed assistantly careers and assistantly as well, please do on our LinkedIn pages. We share a lot of content there as well. And so the audience of LinkedIn are professionals, business, and job seekers. So most of them are that. Next is Pinterest. So this is a visual discovery platform for finding and saving ideas that is also great for lifestyle and creative businesses. So this is very popular among women and users looking for inspiration and ideas. I think the reason why it's popular among women is because of what I have thought of it is when a bride to be search for ideas on how wedding dresses or how she likes wedding dresses, and also for me as an experience, I am looking for hairstyle, hair colors as well. So Pinterest is the one I am going to and looking for ideas because it generates a lot of content and um ideas that is very helpful. Also, the most I think the TikTok is the rising platform right now. Yes. Yes, Joyce. Um, so TikTok is a short form video platform for creative and entertaining content. And these are very used by Gen Z and younger audiences. And this is perfect for businesses targeting a youthful demographic. If you have noticed, like a lot of the businesses right now are gearing towards TikTok, right? That is because we wanted to, I'm sure the social media managers or the marketers for a specific business wanted to reach out and make sure that their brand is always fresh and new and keeping up in trend. So that is also critical for a social media manager, is to make sure that you are always up to trend. Eh, So as I have shared, it is very important to select the right platform for your client, and you also need to make sure that their goals and target audience are considered. I have like experienced this because I did have a client before, and she is at her 50s, and she only wanted to target or to spread her brand on Facebook. And as I have done like competitive research, she's a real estate broker or managing broker, by the way. She just wanted to, spread her content on Facebook. And as we all know, Instagram is also a way, and a lot of realtors are producing content on Instagram. And that's why I was able to introduce her to Instagram, is because I had made sure that we really have to be up in the trend, or to keep in trend of the platforms, or for your business to, had like leads coming in, and we have to really utilize each platform. So I suggested Instagram, and we have actually successfully garnered a lot of followers there. So that this is where your social media manager skills will apply, and you have to make sure that your client is also aware of what he or she needs to use, so that so that you will also, because your main goal in a business is to really help your client, right? Not just to work for the client, but also help this business. Because I consider myself, every time I work for a client, that I am a partner. And being a partner means that being a business partner means that you also will need to think of ways on how to really help the client or the brand to gain attention and business, and generate sales, most importantly. So this is a summary of how you can use each platform. So if you wanted to reach a broad audience, you can use Facebook and Instagram. For B2B or professional services, that is, of course, LinkedIn. And creative brands and influencers can thrive on these visual platforms. This is where TikTok and Instagram comes in. So this, I'll be sharing you on the next slide some successful marketing campaigns that really gained attention worldwide, not just in specific countries, but it really generated sales because of something that has been thought of. Um, One is the Popeyes. So who's been eating the chicken sandwich of Popeyes? So if you know Popeyes, they do have like they launch it their sandwich campaign, and it really garnered a lot of um sales coming from this campaign, because they had like the promotion really sold out insanely fast, and they have spent around $858 million on advertising it. So that was in 2019. However, they wanted to up their game, and they went straight to their competitor, which is the Chick-fil-A. And what they just did is to retweet this post of Chick-fil-A. And as you have seen, um, it had been retweeted for over 86,000 times just because of a feud in a chicken sandwich. And on the most important thing, their sales skyrocketed. They have gained about $65 million in sales just because of that. Next is Spotify Wrapped. So I'm sure everyone knows this Spotify Wrapped. This is where one of the most highly anticipated parts of the end of the year. They have released personal playlists for premium users to look back on not just the past year, but also the past decade in music. So the reason why it gained a lot of tweets in Twitter, it was 1.2 million tweets as well. And many celebrities endorsed this campaign, such as Barack Obama, Taylor Swift, Kendrick Lamar, and also BTS. So since, as we all know, BTS has a very wide fan base, and everything they post gets attention. So this is one of the reasons why it was successful. Another is this Dove hashtag show us. So with this campaign, they have featured 179 women from 39 countries. And with the hashtag Doves shows us, it became viral because of just promoting each female's confidence, beauty, and acceptance. And this was promoted on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. And the reactions were really overwhelming, highly positive. And they have also tagged this as Speak Beautiful and was used more than 168,000 times. And of course, it definitely drove sales to the brand up to $4 million. Next is we have the Share a Coke with do you guys remember this? I remember this because I don't have that common name, Cha. Um so I think this campaign was really cute, and this was actually started by Australia in the summer of 2011, and it gained a lot of attention because it was just promoted as a social media campaign, and because it was really successful, it was then promoted to a United Kingdom with billboards, tarpaulins, I think like that. And the result was the page of Coca-Cola were significantly grown by 39%. And not only that, the traffic on Facebook page was increased by 870%. And that was hashtag share a Coke, wherein all of the buyers or customers, they have encouraged the audience to share the images using this, and of course taking a selfie with a bottle of Coke. And last, who guys remember this in the Philippines? This is where the globe in Mall of Asia was announced that it was gone and stole. So this promotion or this campaign was actually done by Red Notice. So if you don't know, Red Notice is an American comedy action film that is distributed by Netflix. And the Red Notice marketing team created a marketing stunt that confused reality and movie. So news spread fast about the Mall of Asia's 50-foot Earth global structure disappearing in the middle of the night. And the Mall of Asia added fuel to the fire when it released a public notice stating that they were investigating the disappearance of Globe. I actually believe this one. I thought it was really gone when it was posted in Facebook, especially when it was done by Mall of Asia. So I really thought it was really gone. And that is why this campaign was so successful, because it was talked about in social media. Okay. So I have shared with you guys that campaigns because content is really a king. So we have to know and strategize all about our content, right? And you can imagine your content as ruler of your social media kingdom. So just like a king, your content should be of the highest quality. It's the foundation of a successful social media strategy. And quality content isn't just about looking good, it's about delivering value to your audience. Engaging content sparks interest, fosters connections, and keeps followers coming. And the reason why also content is the king is this is what makes or breaks your brand. And being a social media manager or marketer, this is actually one of your main goal is to create engaging content. So I'll be showing you here on how you can create engaging content that can help the brand build its presence online. First is you have to know your client's target audience. This is very important because when you create a strategy for social media, you have to know what are the audience interests, preferences, and pain points. So we have to really tailor your content to their needs and desires. And of course, being aligned with your client's business as well. And we are also producing content that actually tells a story. So we are not just content creators, we're also a storytellers. And when we create a compelling story that stirs emotions and connects with audiences on a deeper level, we create content for our client that makes it memorable and shareable. So I personally wanted to share something that I can relate to and also that speaks to me emotionally. And that is our target needs to be is to really tell our clients business in like a storytelling. And the most important, I heard someone who is a graphic designer here. This will really help the brand of your client's business because with storytelling and creating content, it actually is in jive with creating visual appeal or graphics that will be eye catching. And we have to make use of high quality images or videos to capture attention while scrolling through social feeds. And this will really play a significant role in engagement. If you remember, Instagram, it Instagram shares content that is more gearing towards photos and videos. So if that will be our content, we can utilize Instagram for that. Next is keeping it concise. Be concise and to the point. Social media users have limited attention spans, so deliver your message succinctly. And this is actually true because who wants to watch a long form video on social media? No one, right? Unless it is really engaging. It is, but if you're starting as a social media manager and you're just starting out your client's business, we have to really make sure that in the first 3 to 5 seconds, we have already gained their attention, the audience attention. and that is critical. So if you have seen a lot of TikToks, reels, they have cut the most important thing to gain or to gain attention to the viewers, and then that's where they will be providing all of the information after. And next would be embrace creativity. So we have to experiment with creative formats such as infographics, memes, interactive polls, or AR filters. Unique and innovative content stands out. If you have seen we if you have seen our assistantly page, we don't just share infographics, but we also will share interactive like memes or anything, because we wanted to reach out or to connect with our followers, and that's where we need to be creative being a social media manager. And of course, this is very used as well, is the humor. But just a reminder, humor can be a powerful tool for engagement, but ensure it aligns with your brand personality and doesn't offend your audience. So we have to really also be careful in using humor in our content, because we don't want to give bad reputation to our clients' business, right? And of course, this is also important, is the call to action. We always must make sure that there is clear and compelling CTAs to direct users to take the desired actions, such as liking, sharing, or visiting your website. If you don't know call to action is what we have always used on the bottom of our captions to make sure that the readers will convert or go to the specific link. So we can share the link of the website, we can share the link of something that they need to go to, or YouTube link, so that we can also utilize other platforms and connect it. Also, we have analyze and adapt. So this is also important. We have to monitor engagement metrics and analyze the performance of your content. Learn from the data to refine your client's content strategy continuously. So as a social media manager, you also would be strategizing the content that you are publishing out on your client's business. So if something is working, then definitely you need to put that more out, and you need to create more content. And a lot of the factors are being considered when it comes to producing content, and we will be tackling that later on. So one thing that a social media manager needs to have as a skill is to create or creating social media calendar. What is a social media calendar? This will be your secret weapon for staying on top of your content strategy. So this will help you plan, organize, and execute your social media activities effectively. Um, with my experience, I have used social media calendar later. So it's basically like a calendar that we can I can upload like photos and videos for the whole month, and also add captions, so that whenever we won't miss a day without producing content. And why do we need to build a social media calendar? This is because of having consistency, time management, and theme and variation. So this is very important, because as the word itself, consistency, we need to make sure that the brand of the business is being consistently shown up there, and our target as a starting out a business is to really make sure that the client's business is what is being promoted every day. And of course, doing time management and theme variation. So, how do we build it? First, we have to set clear goals, identify what you want to achieve with your social media strategy, be it brand awareness, lead generation, or engagement. So this where you'll be doing as a social media manager is to set clear goals on the strategy that you wanted to have for your content and being a content creator as well. And as we have discussed a while ago, we have to know our audience, understand our audience habits, preferences, and peak activity times. So, as I have said a while ago, that producing content takes consideration of other factors, and this is peak. Choosing the activity times is one of it. We have to always make sure that research is being done, especially when our client is in a different state or location. We have to know what are the target audience's peak activity times. And we have content planning. It's all about making content and I categorizing them, your ideas. We have to produce our product highlights behind the scenes or UGC. UGC is a generated content. It just means that you're utilizing your customers, um, the customers' experience of the product, and it's like a testimonial. Okay, so of course, building a social media calendar also requires tools that will help you as well. So we can use tools like Hootsuite, as I have mentioned later as well, and Buffer, or even if you're comfortable with Spreadsheet to create your content calendar, this is going to be helpful for you because we just have to really organize all of our content and we can schedule our posts in advance and of course track the performance of it. So another is strategic scheduling. We can post at the optimal times. I have discussed this, and we can use platform insights to determine whether when your audience is most active. This is also important, which we need to include holidays and events. So don't forget to include relevant holidays, industry events, and important dates. Why? Because it just makes the brand connects to the audience. And when we create something like a personal thing, it actually let it actually makes the audience feel that they're not just talking to a robot or a brand, but also a human behind it. And of course, the engagement time. Allocate time each day for responding to comments and engaging with your audience. So engagement is very important. Um, it's also to make sure it's also part of the human connection that we are targeting when it comes to putting your brand out there. So we have to really listen and create relationship with our audience. So I have here tips for effective scheduling. We have the first one is batch content creation. I have been doing this because it actually helps me. I dedicate a day for content creation and create multiple posts at once. So this really saves time in the long run. What I do is I dedicate a day for like producing content and of course generating ideas to so that on the other specific or the other days I can use my focus or my energy to different things, of course with engaging and also connecting with our clients. And we can use a mix of content. We need to balance promotional content with valuable, entertaining, and informative posts. So with our content, it's actually really important to bring value to our audience, not just promoting our brand, but we have to reinstate them that why do they need this kind of business? Why do they need this product? It's because it will bring value to them. And it needs to be entertaining as well and informative at the same time. And next is test and adapt. We need to pay attention to which content performs best and adjust your strategy accordingly. So social media is not like a one-time successful thing. Um, it really takes time for you to build a brand. So if something is not working, don't be like don't be discouraged that a content is not producing or is not generating a lot of engagement, because it takes a while for someone to or for a specific post to be successful. And I have felt this as well, being a social media manager, that for a month no one is engaging with the post, or not much likes. But on one post I have noticed that it gained a lot of reach and audience, and it had a lot of saves. So this will actually varies from time to time. So we just have to make sure that we are producing this content that will be really helpful for the target audience of our client's business. And of course, we need to be flexible. Okay, we need to be flexible. While planning is crucial, also be flexible enough to adapt to real-time events and trends. So don't be, lazy when it comes to keeping up with the trend, because every day there is always new trend that is being put out there in social media. And that is why this is the reason why I also love social media, is because we never run out of content. And if something is working for another business, we can imitate that, but not imitate it like the actual thing, but we can use the idea and make content out of it. Yes, Emmy, consistency is the key. And of course, we have to collaborate with a team. Use collaboration tools to ensure everyone is on the same page. This is one of this is Slack. So Joyce and I have been using Slack for collaboration, and this is really a great way because Slack is has a lot of features that we can utilize. Okay, so hashtag. We're going now to hashtags. And hashtag magic, I have titled this because hashtag is like the key to a post, right? For a post to be discovered. And why it is crucial. So relevance is key. Use popular and niche hashtags, keep it concise, create branded hashtags, research and monitor, avoid spaces and special characters, and engage with hashtags. So with relevance is key, we have to choose hashtags that are, relevant for our content and audience and for the business as well. So if you use, or if I say social media marketing that for a content that is about cooking, do you think that it would work? Of course not, because when we search about social media marketing for cooking, it the audience will say, "What? Why? Why?" And it's kind of confusing as well. So we have to be sure that this is relevant to the brand itself. We have to use popular and niche hashtags. So this is a mix of popular and niche hashtags that's like hashtag throwback Thursday and Monday motivation, something like that. We can utilize these hashtags. Next is keeping it concise. So don't overdo it. On platforms like Twitter and Instagram, 2 to 5 relevant hashtags are usually sufficient. So we don't need a lot of like 20 hashtags for a specific post. But for TikTok, I'm sure that we can add more. And this is also important is to create branded hashtags. So as a social media manager, you can be creative in creating a branded hashtag for your client's business. So an example of this is with Assistantly, hashtag I am a unicorn and hashtag we find unicorns, something like that. Research and monitor. So of course, we have to research and monitor as well the trending hashtags and monitor their performance. So if we, let's say, go to Instagram and search for a specific hashtag, we can see that there is also a stat there wherein it shows how many people are using this hashtag in a post. So we can monitor that and also keep it as well for future use so that our content will be put out there. And of course, the hashtags main rule is to not have spaces and special characters. So we can play with capital letters and small letters, can mix match them, but don't use spaces. And also this is also important is we engage with hashtags. So if we after researching and monitoring the hashtags um that are really out there, we can engage with them. So we're also engaging directly with the customers and it helps our brand, you know, be put out there with its having its presence and awareness. So hashtag is really important. So this is where the analytics and ROI will come in. And also this is very important being a social media manager is because we can track the performance and we can also strategize as well based on the data that we are receiving on based on the content coming from the content. So with performance evaluation, it helps assess the effectiveness of your social media efforts. So are you reaching your goals? Are you on the right track? And we have to really keep in track of the performance of each post. So what is working, what is not? That would be the questions that you wanted to ask yourself when you check the analytics of a specific post. And strategic decisions, this data guides strategic decisions. For example, if a particular type of content is performing exceptionally well, you may want to create more of it. So definitely we would be strategizing content based on the data that we are receiving. And the ROI measurement, you can track the return on investment, the money and resources invested compared to the results achieved. So with ROI, of course, you'll be spending money on the Facebook ads or Instagram ads. And if that specific post has like an ROI, then definitely we can keep that data so that we can use it for on another campaign or strategy that we would implement on the content. And we do have tools for measuring social media ROI. With Google Analytics, it tracks website traffic, referral sources, and user behavior. So this will help you understand how social media contributes to your website's performance. So this is more on the website directly. And of course, the social media insights that is available on the Facebook Meta. These platforms offer native insights. So we also have insights in Instagram that will provide us valuable data on the reach, engagement, and audience demographics. With audience demographics, we can actually see which or who or who's viewing our post, what is their gender preference, and if and their age preference as well, age demographics. Next is we have Buffer and Hootsuite. These tools offer in-depth analytics for multiple social media platforms, making it easy to manage and measure performance. And we do have customized tracking links. It's like Bitly. The best example of this is Bitly. So if you have used Bitly before, um, when you send out like the link for your resumes, right? Bitly also shows that about who have opened or how many engagements where there is on the link. And this can also be done through a link that we can add to our post. So engaging with your audience, as I have said, that engagement with the audience is really vital for a brand's business, and your client as well needs to make sure that his brand is being known or being promoted as well. So how do we engage with our audiences? One is timely responses. With engagement, you have to really be able to, as much as possible, to respond to your customers' inquiry or audience, because especially this actually applies to product service, and timely responses is critical because it actually requires like a response that would be helpful for your product. And we have to also be positive and professional. Of course, that would not be, we would need to be always professional when it comes to engaging with our audience. And we have to also acknowledge feedback. So I remember one time that there is, I have seen like a post wherein this type of product doesn't work for her and it needs improvement. And the brand acknowledged the feedback and adjusted the product. Like it's a whitening soap, I think. And they made a content out of it, and it really brought a positive reviews for the brand, not just the product itself, but the brand, because on how they listen to their customers and audience. And we have encourage dialogue and use emojis. So emojis like represents the emotion that you wanted to convey on your content, and this applies to the captions. Okay. So you have to always remember that social media is a two-way street, right? Engaging with your audience is the bridge to building trust, loyalty, and lasting connections. So encourage your clients to also be active participants in the conversation, not just you as a social media manager, but also the client because the audience wanted to hear directly from the client. So it may it be in a form of video or just chatting with the audience directly, then that would be really helpful for the brand. And also, staying up to date is one of the most important things being a social media manager. What is the importance of staying current? So we have relevance, engagement, competitive edge, and innovation. With relevance, of course, we have to know the latest trends that will help you stay relevant in the fast paced world of social media. As we all know, social media is really a fast paced world where what's trending today may be old news tomorrow. And yes, engagement, still engagement. We have to check in what are the trending topics and formats that are more likely to grab your audience attention and boost engagement. And we also have competitive edge. Being ahead of the curve gives you a competitive advantage. So your content can stand out and you can lead, not follow. And innovation, we have to be innovative as a social media manager. So this is where our creative juices will flow. We have to staying current fosters innovation, and you can adapt to new features, platforms, and technologies, unlocking new possibilities. So social media, being a social media manager is what I've said is flexible, right? You just don't settle for a specific social media platform. So you really have to spread out yourself on what's going to work for the client and what's going to work for um, the brand itself. Okay, so I have here the resources for staying informed. We have the blogs and news websites, of course. Um, we can utilize the blogs and news coming from other types of websites and make it a content. And we can also use the social media platforms. So we have a lot of social media platforms that we can create content from, and we can stay relevant, of course. Podcasts as well, webinars and online courses, industry reports, networking, and experimentation. So you have to remember that social media universe is ever expanding. So we have to really ride the rocket of knowledge, and boosters of information will help you reach new heights and stay relevant in the ever-changing world of social media. So here is a picture of a penguin. What have you noticed? Anyone? So if you have noticed, this penguin is the most unique out of all, right? Yes, one stands out. Thank you, Leigh. And this needs to be our goal for our client. This image represents being able to stand out. And in the world of social media, we have to make sure that, because since we do have a lot of competitors, we have to think of ways on how our client will stand out. And with that, we have to be able to be that distinctive and to deliver an unforgettable presence. So being a social media manager is really vital for a brand, because not only you will contribute to the business presence, but also you will also help the client with the business itself. And as what Emmy said, we have to stay consistent and we have to be unique. So, what is the key to success? It's consistency. This does not only apply on social media, but also in life, right? So, we have to really be consistent in everything that we do and to really put our heart out there, and we will be successful. So, the importance of brand consistency, of course, is to be recognized and to have that trust. A brand consistency creates recognition. When your clients maintain a consistent look, feel, and tone across all social media platforms, it builds trust with their audience. So definitely, um, having that brand image would have that consistency. And when you have that consistency and the tone across all of the social media platforms, your audience will definitely feel that this brand can be trusted, this business can be trusted. And professionalism, of course, consistency shows professionalism. Clients who maintain a cohesive brand image are more likely to be seen as credible and reliable. And message clarity, consistency ensures that your client's message remains clear, whether on their website, Facebook, or Twitter. The audience should recognize the brand voice. So, with this, having that unique voice equals or creates brand loyalty. And just to leave you a quote, Jeff Bezos, as we all know, is the owner of Amazon, and he said that a brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. And yeah, I will be proceeding now to question and answer, and I hope you have learned something out of this webinar. Okay, Joy. So, do we have like questions about social media marketing? And feel free to comment it. And Joyce will be with me answering the questions. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Emmy. So everyone, do we have like questions or needs clarification when it comes to being a social media manager? Or do you have like do you have like experiences that you wanted to share? Okay, if not, then I wanted to thank you guys for being here. I know that you still have some of you are still still working with the client, but you still give time to learn. I just wanted to share a quote that I have always kept, that we have to take advantage of every opportunity to learn from anyone willing to teach you. So this has been my motto, and that is why I love learning as well. Um, Attending webinars like this is also a great advantage for us, since we wanted to, upskill and add more in our VA toolbox. And VAs nowadays are like, we have a lot of competitors, because a lot of the corporate people are transitioning working from home. So it really means a lot if you add more skills. And I'm sure this will not be the first and last webinar provided by Assistantly. We would be actually inviting, because we know that a lot of the experts are here on Assistantly as well. So we might tap in someone who can discuss or provide a webinar like this to for us to learn more about other skills. Yay.
Oh,
So that's it.
thank you so much, Anne. Can we guys click our heart or wow or clap reaction for Anne Simeon here? And
You.
that's a wrap, folks. And we hope you're living here feeling empowered and ready to conquer the digital universe. Remember, your online presence is your digital megaphone. So make sure it's loud and clear and keep thriving, keep shining, and keep rocking the online world. Until next time, and let's stay connected and keep boosting. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.